Hey, folks, look, I know it's a Wednesday. Oh, happy new comic book day as well. Look, it's summertime. Things are a little crazy. We've got a lot going on. And I know we said that we were doing our season finale here at the Hungry Bleak channel, but not just yet. No, 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 no. Much like Beverly Hills 90210, that's a deep cut reference that probably no one will really appreciate. Remember when they had their summer episodes? Much like Saved by the Bell as well. Another deep cut. Well, that's what we've decided to do here, but we're going to have this be fun. We're not really doing any reviews. We're not doing any news unless something obviously tremendous happened, like I don't know, the comics gods came down and bequeathed us all with infinite knowledge of Silver Surfer and Amazing Man. I don't know, what have you. But this summer we're gonna have a lot of fun. So I'm retiring my mugs for the summer. Daddy'll see you in September, I promise. And we're bringing in the era of the red cup. It's non-alcoholic, I promise you. So look, for the next hour or so, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a good time. But obviously, I need some help with this. So, I mean, I wish I knew some people that could come and help me out and what have you. And someone's knocking at the door. Who is that? Who could be? Oh my God, it's Jabba Chan. Oh, Jabba.
I bought the juice. I bought the juice.
You brought the juice. Okay, look, summertime. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I think there's a lot going on. We still need maybe another person. I don't know. Someone's at the door again. Let me see who that is. I don't know. It could be Robert. Oh, thank God. I was just talking about we needed someone to help us along with this, but there's two. You know what? I wish there was another award-winning author. Oh my God, a best-selling author, someone who was a founder of an incredible Virtuous Con. I don't know anything that could be possible with that. Who's at my door after 7 p.m.? This is ridiculous. This is crazy. Who is it? Oh my God, it's Cerece Rennie Murphy. What the hell? Whoa. Folks, I don't know how this happened. The cosmos has come about. We're here. We're going to talk about comics, but first, we're going to have some introductions. But first, we're going to have an opening credits. Folks, enjoy the ride. Folks. All right. Relax, all of you. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining the Hungry Bleak channel presents our summer series. So basically what this is, we are on here talking about some of our favorite summer things, and we have different themes that we'll have, but we must have the introductions. And also, let me just put this up here real quick, Job. We're going to switch places for it. Actually, no.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
We are going to switch places for a second because
okay, that's fine.
I just have just something that I just want to throw up, which is go. This is our summer series logo for 2026. Hope you all enjoy it. So let's get introductions out of the way. I am Antonio Pomares, aka the Hungry Bleak, the hungriest man in the room. You can take that however you like.
What up? It is your girl Jabba Chan with the braids. The braids are back. The braids.
And I am Robert Jeffrey II, aka Rob the Writer.
And our special guest host this week is, excuse me, my throat is already upset because of how many accolades that you have accomplished throughout your illustrious career as an award-winning author, best-selling author, founder of Virtuous Con. You do seminars on writing. You're also a Lego aficionado. Folks, this is Cerece Rennie Murphy.
Hey, everybody.
Yo.
Thank you all so much for being here. Yes. Let's all have a drink because this is non-alcoholic.
Yeah. No.
Everyone else has got like a bottle. I got like a red cup. I'm just straight like cookout. Like,
I mean, technically, if you really wanted to be hood with it, there could have been something in this.
As I say.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's regular mango madness. It's 2 for $3.50 at 7-Eleven.
There you
Just
go.
let one listen. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna have to let them. I'm gonna have to. Oh no, our 7-Eleven closed actually near us.
Ah, damn.
Well, a bunch of them closed. What have you. So yes, this is our summer series. We're gonna have a lot of fun with different topics. So today's topic, because I was thinking about lists, and this is what I want to read. This is what I want to watch. I started thinking, to-do lists. So these are geek to-do lists for this summer. Cerece, you have a lot. You are, like I said, you're an author. You are a human being on the planet. You are a mother. You are a Lego aficionado. You are a Star Wars guru.
I'm just gonna say lover because I thought I was a guru, and then I talked to Lady Mandalore and realized I barely know anything about Star Wars, apparently. Because like the way he breaks it down, it's like, oh, I have Yoda figurines. That's what I like. I don't even know where I stand compared to her in terms of the Star Wars knowledge.
So, what is something that you have, or that's a fun thing that you love to do during summer, or what's on your summer to-do list this year?
Oh man. First of all, probably be on social media a little less this summer and outside a little more.
Okay.
I'm gonna find some places to dance because I love to dance. But you know, when you get a certain age and you hear all the young people's music, and I realize like that means I'm older. I'm just like, what? Where's the beat? Like, what is this? And so, but I've been singing a lot of old school R&B, like rooftop parties and like day parties, because you know, like people who got a job and we got to go to work on Monday, so the parties from like 10 to 2. That's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
And I have a partner in crime here, my friend Nujal. Shout out to her. We're just trying to be outside a little bit more. So I'm looking forward to grooving to some music that has a beat that I can recognize. And that's gonna be fun. And then Legos. As for Mother's Day, I got 2 sets of Legos from my kids.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm very excited because I was in a slump. I hadn't really done any since I think since my Grogu, which was like several months ago. So I was
okay.
fine. But yeah, I have 2 sets. One is Lord Sauron, which
Nice.
I'm really excited about. I don't have
Ooh.
Lord of the Rings. I don't have any Lord of the Rings Lego sets, and then I have the Star Wars logo. So my son was telling me I can put that in front of all my Star Wars Legos just in case people don't know. And so that's what I'm going to start with this summer. And those are just some of the fun things I'm looking forward to doing.
I like that Sauron. I would love to see when you're finished with that. I would love to see that.
Oh,
that
everybody's
that
going to
looks
see
so
it.
cool.
How many pieces is it?
I don't know. My son still has it at college. This is his last week, and he bought it. So like Mother's Day, he called me and was like, "This is it." But see, like how many pieces? Like, so I officially get it this weekend. But,
okay.
Yeah, but I will let you know. I will let everybody know. It's just the bust. So I'm looking forward to it.
Outstanding. Jabba, what have you got on your to-do list?
My to-do list for the summer is actually go out a little bit more. That is not convention related.
Yes,
because we already kicking that off. At least try and go to the city maybe twice. I'm already doing that at the end of the month, but at least another time. And honestly, I want to go back and from start to finish watch Gargoyles because I keep on stopping from start to finish.
That's
because it's on Disney Plus, and that was like the one reason why I got Disney Plus in the first place. I'm like, it's on. I said, first one on queue.
Nice.
Damn, that's good. That was the first thing I watched on Disney Plus was Gargoyles. I was watching it. I mean, the whole monologue and it was just that's.
I need to do a first time watch. I stopped somewhere in the first season. It's a really good show, but I never finished it up. Yeah, I know it's sacrilegious. And
no judgment, Robert. You're in a safe space.
Thank you.
Okay, to be fair, we really didn't know what seasons were, especially for cartoons, because it would just come on,
right?
And it would either be like a repeat of like what you saw, like the preview, from before. We're like, okay, I already seen this, so I have to watch it again. We never really knew what seasons were for cartoons. It was just episodes. Like, all right, this is episode 1, this is episode 2, if they want to name it that way.
Yeah, like
But
we only knew that. Oh no, go ahead.
No, I was saying I think it's 3 seasons, if I'm correct. But they're long episodes. So I think episode 1 was like maybe like 25, or maybe a little bit longer. I could be wrong.
You know, they had like 100 episodes 20 episodes per season.
I know. It's so different now.
Yeah.
Like all we knew was that the first 5 episodes were there. Like that was the miniseries that started.
Yep.
Then they went with seasons. But then it went to ABC on Saturday mornings, and we had no idea what happened after that. I think that was after ABC was bought by Disney or what have you, something like that. I actually envy you, Robert. Like if you even go to watch it for the first time, because that series was just. I rushed home, did homework so I could watch that because it was just so different from and it was a little more mature rated than regular stuff, like that and Gummy Bears.
Yeah, that's that. I mean, I've heard like a lot of good things about it, so it's just a thing of going back and with the Star Trek connection is that there are so many voice actors. I mean, from like I think the Next Generation specifically that are on that show, and then you have Keith David, you know, being the main one. But yeah, I think with Jabba mentioning it, I'm going to have to add something else to my to-do list now.
Well, why don't you go ahead and let us know?
So I think for me, no surprise, space operas. So I got into kind of like this kick of escapism or whatever, especially with Stargate Atlantis. And it got me, you know, roaming around on Amazon. And I saw that there are a lot of things that I haven't seen. So there's Killjoys. There was the other one, Vagrant Queen, which was unfortunately like 1 season. And then, you know, ones that I haven't seen in a while, like The Expanse. And there's another one on it actually just came out last year, Moonrise. You know, we talked about that on the show. Like it's the Moon
anime?
Yeah, it's the anime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, jeez. Which is it's beautiful. The story is is all over the place, but visually it's a beautiful thing. And Apple TV keeps wanting me to get a subscription again specifically for All Mankind and to finish up Foundation. So I don't know, like I love space operas, but it was just like this thing of like, why not just use the summer? Actually, and shout out to the Artemis 2 mission. I think that might be partly why, but I want to go back and start, you know, kind of checking in on each of these series, new ones and old ones. So now notice Star Trek is not on the list. So I'm trying to keep away from Star Trek, this summer. But first thing I wanted to do was Space Opera TV, and then the second thing, I will eventually touch grass, but I am surrounded by like tomes of books, like books just stacked around my house like a crackhead. So my wife and I love to shop for books, and we do read them, but they just keep stacking up. And I don't want them to follow my dog, so I have to read them and then trade them in. But I have a lot of books. Shout out to Space Funk.
Yes.
Sorghum and Spear anthology. A couple of ones by a bunch of like sci-fi and fantasy authors that I'm really into, and a couple of nonfiction books. But I need to get through some of these books this summer. So that's the plan. That's the plan right now.
Nice. First off, I hope your dog is safe.
Yeah, she's
yeah.
I mean, let's start off with there.
Wait, just to chime in, you have to mark down all the books you read so you get your personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut.
Oh man, how about one of the constant conversations that we have? First of all, you can tell like what generation we're of, right? So we're from. My wife and I always talk about the fact that you cannot find a sit-down Pizza Hut nowadays, at least here in Georgia. Like most of the places that Pizza Huts that are open down here are just delivery spots. They don't have the restaurant. And that was always one of the best parts about going to Pizza Hut, like getting the pan pizza. You feel a sense of accomplishment because you had read all the books, and you got that small pizza, and It was wonderful. So I don't know, maybe that's a nostalgic thing that Pizza Hut should bring back. Like read books, like a book talk and Pizza Hut collaboration.
They should.
Yeah.
Brilliant. No, they need it. I just read an article about how our kids' test scores are just plummeting, and literacy has not rebounded since even before the pandemic. They thought it was the pandemic, but they did a study anyway. Yes, come on, Pizza Hut and put come on, come on, save us.
I saw a video the other day where I forgot the name of the barbershop because I'd love to give them a shout out, where it was like this: the barber would give kids haircuts, and he would give them $3 if they read books to him out loud while they were getting their haircuts. And I thought that was so great, because one of the things about reading in school was, obviously reading, but then reading out loud.
Yeah.
Not everyone is the best reader, and this is not to shame you. I mean, whatever you have going on, what have you. But if you're reading anything, if you're reading a cookbook, what have you, whatever it is, just that part of your brain is active. You're flowing. You're with it. It's there, and it's a muscle that you have to continuously flex. And I love the idea of that. Like, I didn't like to read out loud when I was young because of my stammer, but I loved reading. I would I would be with my father. My father was a mechanic, and he had an auto company, and he would be on the road, picking people up or towing, what have you. And I would just read the signs as we went by. I would take anything to read. So it doesn't surprise me that kids right now just not, because they're on if they're reading anything, it's like a caption or a status on the phone. It's not like sitting there with the book. So when I see something like that, I go, yes, there is a light in the dark.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love that. Or if I'm at a con, because I've literally witnessed this, I have witnessed an author say, "Are you a sci-fi or fantasy reader?"
Oh my gosh.
And
that's a crazy author. Say that.
Last name.
I don't know.
Something like that. Whatever.
Nobody
but
knows.
It's just, but when I see authors like that and they're speaking to the kids as well as the parents about the book, and the child is genuinely excited. That's what I love about New Comic Book Day. That's what I love about cons as well. Is you see that, and the kids are genuinely excited to read it because maybe the character looks like them, or because they like the story or the arts or whatever it is, but they're legitimately there to read. Or when I hear someone go back and go, Jamiroquai. I don't know why I named the child Jamiroquai, because I felt like it. That's why. You can't stop me. So Jamiroquai, exactly. That was the smoothest move I've ever seen in my life, Robert. That was on some John Woo mess right there.
Never mind. Go ahead.
We'll figure something out later, because that was dope as hell. I'm not even gonna lie. And when they say, they loved your book, so they wanted to come back this year and get this book, and they wanted more of the story. I love seeing that. That's so cool to see. When kids and when the parent is legitimately excited for their child to be reading and having fun with that, that means a lot. It probably looks, it can be a comic, it could be a novel, it could be whatever it is, but if that child is excited to read in general, that's dope. I absolutely love that. That's a beautiful thing to see. So yeah, I'm excited for going to Pizza Hut and getting my books. For me, because I do have a list. One of the things I actually want to watch, because I didn't finish it when it was originally on, is Living Single. I watch that from beginning to end, just because I see clips of it constantly. That and Martin. I see clips of that a lot. That and Martin.
I wonder if it'll hit the same.
I don't think Martin will. But certain parts about Martin will, because now I have a newfound love and respect for Pam. Because back then I was like, Pam can go. She's worse than Martin, and I like that, because she used to give him the business continuously. Because sometimes Martin said too much. But Living Single, having those friends, and yes, I purposely said friends because we all know. And having the different shades of characters, the different hairstyles, having a variety. It wasn't all just a monolith of Black people. They were also different, and so many variety of actors. And I mean, you have Queen Latifah, Kim Fields, you have the T.C. Carson. But T.C. Carson?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is his name, right? I was confusing him with another actor. I think I was confusing him with TK. I forgot his last name from It. No, not It. From The Thing. The Thing. The kind of
oh, the
people.
brother, yeah,
Yeah, him.
yeah.
And just how the whole thing worked out. I used to love watching, and it was the first time that I had known or seen of a Black woman having her own like publishing company and having like a magazine, like having that authority was just so cool to me, and it drew me in because these weren't the characters I saw. Not that we shouldn't also show that way of life, but it wasn't rock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which was a tremendous show, absolutely. But Living Single, it just, I don't know, something about my heart. I'm like, I want to watch Living Single this summer and just live in that.
Especially with the podcast that they have, so kind of like backtracks, like how the episodes like were to be, and like you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna look for this. So that's what they meant by this joke, and that's what they meant by this scene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
which I love.
Be good. That'd be really good.
Is there anything
the writing was so fantastic?
Yep.
And I don't. I watched the whole thing, and I don't remember a lot of it, to tell you the truth, because I haven't watched it since it aired. But like, I remember the writing being just as good, like throughout. Some things it's like, okay, y'all, it should have ended 2 seasons ago. You know that. But this, like, it was just really good throughout.
Yeah, and seeing and knowing that there were certain parts that they ad-libbed that you never knew about, and just the chemistry, writing, acting, everything just worked. It was just this beautiful thing.
Yeah,
that didn't really get its due until how long later, and everybody started going, yeah, this show was it. And just seeing how everyone has prospered since too. I mean, it's beautiful. So that's one that I am happy to go. It's one of the few like 90s shows that I'm happy to go back to. Some of them I go, yeah, I'm not watching that. I'm not touching that. Nope. Because I know jokes then, now, you look at it and you go, like I can't watch a lot of Eddie Murphy stand up because I'm like, oof, jeez,
ouch, yeah,
damn, really, Eddie? That was. I know the suit was tight, but I don't think that's an excuse for what you just said. Damn, brother. So we're talking about that. Cerece, what's a summer event that you love?
Oh man, I'll go back to when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. So there used to be Harbor Fest in DC, which is where I'm from, and it used to be like an all-day free like music event. And you could go, and there were vendors and all different types of music. And it was right on the harbor in DC, and it was just wonderful. So that's the first one. I'm going to give a second one. In my neighborhood in DC, which is Columbia Heights. Well, that's what it's called now. Back then, it was just Upper 14th Street. Yes.
I'm giving it up.
You know what the before was. So, why am I being coy? Before gentrification, we used to call it just 14th Street, Upper 14th Street. There is a park called Malcolm X Park. And it is just it's just beautiful. It has these different tier waterfalls and all these things. And when I was a kid in the summertime, that's when all the, DC is known for its go-go, but it's also the heart of go-go is these paint cans and drumming. And as the night would fall, they had sort of ciphers all the time in Malcolm X Park in the summer. But like right at sunset, you'd really get people bringing different drums, and they would just have like a thing going. And it was just beautiful. And you'd see kids like dancing barefoot in the grass. And it was just all these different cultures coming together to make music, and that sound would fill the whole park. And
wow,
it was just beautiful. Just seeing Black people from all different ethnicities and cultures, bringing different drums from different cultures, and then DC and the paint cans at the center. It was just it's one of my favorite memories of the summer in DC.
See, I've heard people talk about the go-go, but I didn't know like what the music was until somebody said A. Marie. and they said that she's like from the area, and I was like, oh. And then I thought about the video, One Thing, and I forgot the young man's name, but he was known for like playing a drum.
Yeah.
And like the bucket upside down. So you saying that is what that's what that is. I had no idea what it was. I just knew I liked the sound, but I didn't know what it pertained to. I just knew I liked the sound of it.
Well, I mean, probably the most famous or well-known example is Jill Scott, the entry to Jill Scott, It's Love. Like that uses all, like the percussions is all go-go throughout.
Okay, so music is
Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers is like, again, a band that was known. Rare Essence had a national hit once, but anyway, this is going way back. But when I think about summer, those are some of my favorite things. Now that the kids are older, I'm trying to get away. We went to Dominican Republic last year.
Ooh.
Together, and that was fun. And trying to figure out, I don't know, the world's so crazy. Like, I don't leave my house right now, but making it to the beach is certainly something that must be done. And we have several beaches within driving, reasonable driving distance. And so we'll make that trip many, many times this summer. I love the ocean.
Get your feet in that sand, do it, feel it, feel all the suns. Obviously I'm from Jersey and I'm near the shore, so boardwalks, grew up doing that as a kid. Couldn't swim very well, hated salt water, just because Jersey water is not clean. It's nasty.
It never is.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And it's just gotten worse because some people don't wash their legs. So there's that. There's that. And
Chopper, you and I are thinking the same thing.
There's no lie to it. There is no lie to it.
When you continuously say it on mic recorded, you're saying, oh, well, I don't wash my legs. I don't. Why? Whatever. And so now when I get in the shower, you know how many times I almost slipped over washing my legs, trying to compensate? I'm like, you nasty. You
don't have to compensate. We just got to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Horrendous news.
So
I never liked the ocean like that. So I'm a pool person, but I love walking on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
Like at night, cool breeze. It's a beautiful thing. Again, especially being here from Jersey. What about you, Robert? What's summer to do, or something that you love to do during the summer?
So, being down here, we call it the Geek Mecca, Dragon Con. Dragon Con. Yeah, I know. Yes. Jabba, you were here last year, right?
Yep, that was amazing.
Yeah. It has been described as the nerd Mardi Gras, and I started going to the convention back in 2000 when I started college, and there have been probably maybe like 3 or 4 years, off and on where I haven't been, but the convention has steadily grown bigger, and I feel better. There's a huge representation of us down there. Shout out to the Black cosplay community, like with the photo shoots that they do. Writers, like our esteemed guest here, artists, and a bunch of celebrities, like Black celebrities, and like we show out. But I think in general, it is just it's a fun celebration of of geekdom, and I think that sometimes people might get a little confused. It's like it is not like a huge comic book convention. It is mainly science fiction and fantasy, and every other fandom that you could think of. But if you, like I said, if you're huge into sci-fi and fantasy, it is really big with that. And I don't know. I got stories like I've run into. Got a chance to meet Avery Brooks in like the lobby of a hotel. I remember one year I took my wife down there, one of her first years, and we were walking in one direction, and then I saw like two guests being, let's say, herded through the crowd. And I only saw William Shatner, right? And then I was just like, oh, there's another older gentleman behind him. And then Talitha was like, did you see them? I was like, yeah, I saw William Shatner. She was like, Leonard Nimoy was right there. And I just completely, I was like, oh God. You know, so like you get stories like that. If you're a wrestling fan, Xavier Woods is down there all the time. He took pictures with my friends. I remember T-Pain was down there cosplaying. So it is one of the biggest, one of the largest conventions in the world. And we literally have people coming in from, throughout the world. And the other thing is it takes place over Labor Day weekend. So some years it's the same weekend as Pride weekend, I think, down here. Then you also have like a huge football game if you're into college football. So the best thing is seeing people in costume and cosplay and seeing these like conservative people who never come into the city except for football being like, oh, what the hell is going on here? Because they see like a Chun-Li and Storm or like just like walking down the street. But yeah, it's just a fun weekend overall. But Dragon Con is 4 days of celebrating geekdom. And that's one of the things I love to do during the summer. And that's one of my things.
You're going this year, aren't you, Jabba?
Oh no, I can't.
I thought you were going this year.
No, because for one thing that Robert didn't mention, you gotta book those tickets like in advance.
Yeah. Well, if you're
like a year in advance.
Yeah, if you're trying to get a hotel.
Yeah, well, no, the hotels were already booked like the day after the convention was over.
Ooh.
They were booked for this year from last year.
Yeah, it's it gets like that. I mean, one of the positives, I guess, of living down here is that you can drive down there, and that I wouldn't want anybody to do that. Or you can take MARTA, which is our public transportation. So I guess we're kind of fortunate in that we can kind of roll in and roll out. But like you said, Robert said, those hotels that get locked up, I think even like the 1 day passes, those get like the 4 day passes. So sometimes if you don't hop on those tickets like ASAP, you're like limited or whatever. So it's something that you definitely want to plan for way in advance. I guess, I was like, oh, this is all nice and bright and everything. But yeah, there's a lot of prep that you have to do. It's the same. It's on the same level, I think, of like San Diego Comic-Con, like, because you got to plan like the weekend those tickets go on sale, that type of thing. Yeah. But yeah, if you can make it down here, and even if you're down there for the weekend, you can just do sightseeing. It's a really nice, it's a really busy convention, but it's one I definitely recommend people check out.
I even second that, because I know when we stayed at an Airbnb last year, so we made it like 10 minutes like traffic wise, like away from Atlanta, but the good insight was that my friend's boyfriend was telling us, because he was kind of giving us like a quick tour. He's like, oh yeah, that's Martin Luther King's church. I'm like, what? I'm like, click. I'm like, I'm taking a picture of that and I'm gonna send it to my mama. I said, look what I just saw. History.
That's amazing.
Well, since you're not going to Dragon Con, Java, what's another like event or to do thing that you love during the summer?
I do like going to conventions, like in general, because it's like, for me, it's like my family reunion. Because I get to see a lot of my convention buddies that I haven't seen like since like last year. So there is that. But just to give like a quick memory, I'm taking the idea from Cerece. I used to like to go clubbing back in the day when it was good.
Yes,
when it was good. Where social media wasn't really that big. Nope. Smartphones weren't really smartphones. You just had like the Kodak camera, keep it clicking and keep moving. And then by 2:00, you're either at a McDonald's or White Castle,
IHOP,
getting food, or even a diner.
Yes,
a good diner, like 3 a.m. Yep.
Yeah,
I was right there with you.
And then maybe going to the beach without having to pay for it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I probably go to Atlantic City because that's the only beach that you don't have to pay for.
Your clubbing days were much more polite than mine.
No. If you want to talk, I have stories, but we won't put that on the internet.
I'm not telling stories because I disavow the whole thing.
We won't be doing that.
And
then also going to the city. And also at least going to the city a few times. Like trying to avoid the touristy areas. But now with social media, everything has become popular. I'm like, you don't even go here. Like, go away. Leave it for the locals and the partial buy locals.
Yeah, clubbing during the summer was nice. I remember doing that. Like, I would work that night when I managed a restaurant. I would work that night, and then I'd go home, get dressed, shave my head, shower, put on the clubbing gear. So glad there was no social media. That's annoying. I'm so glad. I'm thinking about the clothes now, and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, it was a time, what have you, and going and getting into the club and dancing, drinking, and then ending up at a diner. Chicken fingers basket, French fries was it. Go home, kind of fall asleep, wake up, do the same thing the next day.
Yep.
Yeah, and sweating just.
Oh yeah, you come out, you go in looking cute, and then you come out looking a hot mess.
If your hair wasn't sweat out, you didn't have a good time. Are you kidding?
I was bald, so that doesn't really.
Well, see, there you go. Well, see, we know what's up. But I used to come home and then I would watch the X-Files because remember when it was on Friday?
Yeah.
I would have it taped, and then when I'd come back because we had to get in early because my best friend was not paying. And so it was 83 before 9. So we had to get there because she was like, I am not paying a lot. So
yeah,
get in there at 9, which was fine because we would start the part. I mean, people were milling around. As soon as that DJ played, we were on the floor and we did not get off until 2:00 in the morning. And we go eat something. Back then it was Ben's Chili Bowl in DC on U Street. And then
that sounds good.
It is. And then we go home and I would stay up and watch the X-Files. Yeah, it was a good time. Good time.
Isn't that in Cross?
I think that's the place because that was why I said ooh because I think that's the place.
Yeah, that's in Cross. That's a location in Cross. I love it.
Yes, it is. Yes,
wow,
that is the place. I thought because I'm like. Yeah, because when I see a scene from there, I swear I'm smelling chili because I'm like, they got to have something good because I smell this scene.
He was in Ben's. Yeah,
I smell. I mean, not in a bad way. I'm not saying. I'm saying
no. I get it.
Because that place looks like if I sat in there, because the way everybody's sitting there is like, I can't get up for about 10 minutes. Y'all just go on.
It is like that.
See, Friday nights for me. I wasn't an X-Files guy. I just couldn't get into it for some reason. And I've tried. I couldn't get it. I just wasn't. But I loved Millennium.
Yep.
Oh, I couldn't do Millennium. I was like, I'm going to be up. I'm going to be up all night in a bad way. No.
First off, you giving me Lance Hendrickson every week? Yes. But it was just the way he dealt with things. And when I realized it was a spinoff from X-Files, I was like, so why can't I watch X-Files? For some reason, it doesn't click for me.
It had a very different tone. Very different tone.
But it was just so dark, but it shifted at a certain point. But it was so interesting to me how he dealt with the things and the whole Millennium Group and the actors that were involved were very interesting to me.
Yeah. It was weird because I would watch those. And then I would switch over to NBC and watch Homicide: Life on the Streets. I was like, and I think also when Sliders started coming on I want to say Fridays, but like Fox used to be the place for sci-fi for a minute, and then it just became reality TV and game shows. Some of the game shows are good, but they were the only network taking risk on shows like X-Files.
Yeah.
They used to be that channel that would take risks on random stuff.
Yep.
I would have to say for me, like if I was still up and I wasn't like passed out, it'll probably either be like Toonami when it was still airing, or it would probably be SVU. when it was on USA, because they would always do like those weekend marathons. So you would never go wrong with SVU over the weekend.
Yep.
So it'd be one of those two channels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Summertime for me, events I love to go to. There's Red Bank in my town. It's I've talked about Red Bank before. It's where I was born. My dark humor even says that's almost where I died. So it's a very full circle kind of a thing. But for the longest time, I just didn't go down there. Then when I was in the hospital and everything, I started going down there more. I started going down there and just kind of bringing it back. It's a nice small kind of town. There's a downtown area where it's like a bunch of boutiques and restaurants and shops, and then there's a park right there called Marine Park, because it's a marina. It's not a very well thought of name, but it's very literal what it is. It's a marine park. It's a park and there's boats. So I like going down there during the summer. If I can go in there early, if you know me, you know that I get up very early in the morning, either for work or for my mother's dialysis. I'm up very early in the morning. So I would go down there sometimes, just sit. I would take my tablet or a book with me, go down there. I would go to this place called Toast, which does amazing brunch and scrambles. I had this salmon scramble, amazing. So, and I would go down there and I would read at the water. I would just read and sit there and read, and then I would just kind of close my tablet and just sit there and just enjoy the breeze that's there, the sun. Like at a certain point in time during the summer, they cut the streets off, so you can just walk around.
Oh,
Without any, similar to how they do in Harlem near Melba's.
Yeah.
So I do that. Yeah, it's like that, and I would just do that. Joy can probably tell you about that.
Okay.
Because that's where Joy goes a lot. Like her and Ting, they go down to Red Bank.
Mm-hmm.
So I go down there, and they have like a bunch of like seafood places. They got Italian places, obviously, because it's Jersey. There is a great pizza place called Mr. Pizza Slice. Again, it's not a very well thought up name. It's very literal.
They never are.
No, well, I think Red Bank actually comes from a battle that was down there, from the bank being red with blood.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, I think there's called like the Battle of Red Bank, like in our history books or something like that. So I think so.
Yeah, so it's a very literal, it's a very literal town. It's not, but it's a nice place to go.
In the food, they're not thinking about. They're putting the effort into the food.
You know what you're getting. You're getting the pizza slice, but they have a mascot that he was like Mr. Pizza Slice. It was like this statue of this man. The place has been there for. My mother knew the place when she was younger. So I want to say the place has been there for over probably 60 years, maybe something like that.
Okay.
The place has been there for a long time. They do everything there from pizza. But I love going down there because they have this street fair kind of a thing where you go down there and they'll have everything from clothes to jewelry to food. And it's just walking around and it's just so peaceful and quiet. It was supposed to be a couple weeks ago, but they had to cancel it because of rain. But you go down there and it's just walking through the streets, everything. Probably the only place where I can get a funnel cake now.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't get funnel cake last year, so now I'm really craving a funnel cake, unfortunately. But yeah, that's one of the things I love during the summertime. It's just going down and reading outside or reading. I just love reading outside in general. I just think it's one of the most beautiful, just calming things possible for me. If it's near water, like if it's near South Street Seaport, where I also love to go when I'm in New York, I go down to the end of the island and just read. It's beautiful because you water, you got the big ships, you got these big wooden stairs that it's just a beautiful scene for me to just go down and just chill. So I love that.
See, I couldn't be outside with you, not during the summer, like all day, because I tan so quickly where it's not even funny. Give me 5 minutes and I'm already like 2 shades darker.
I'm so for that. I'm for black folks getting darker.
But no, sometimes I get dark to the point where I'm like, I'm not even trying to do it on purpose. Like there'll be times where I would want get like a nice good chocolate coat. And then like if I'm just in the car, I'll pull up my sleeve. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, I already got a farmer's tan. I'm only in the car for like 5 minutes.
How are you upset at this blessing?
Because it's not even. I plan for it to be all even.
For you, we need tank tops, Java. That's basically what we're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Tank tops.
You got for you. It's a shoulders out summer.
Tank. We need all arms out.
SOS.
Yep.
SOS.
Thank you.
There you go.
I mean, you've been in the gym lifting Buicks. This is what it's for. You know what I'm saying?
We need those arms out, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. I mean, like, tell my job to make the AC not so cold.
Oh,
when it's.
I mean,
with the way the weather is now, I'm like, can you like turn off the AC? Like, I'm fine.
I mean, I'm gonna have to wait about 7 to 10 days for that permit, but I need that gun show. I need it out there.
You'll get it in 2 weeks.
There you go.
That's it. Just like be out there. I'm hoping the summer is really nice that day, because I would like to just not have on like joggers and a hood. Like I would like to just be able to just have like a nice kind of like a 65 to 75 range
spring
that day.
Like actual spring.
How innovative an idea.
What we used to call spring.
Yes.
I mean, because look, it's like it'd be like from like 40 to 60, maybe 80, then back to 50, and it's like I can't.
What are we
and
doing?
It's never in a like order. It's just like it's like somebody has the dial and just going back and forth messing with you. Like yeah, let's go mess with you all up. I don't know why. And then everybody's getting sick. Well, it's also people getting sick because they're not
just nasty.
I already talked about y'all that not washing your legs. So I'm not going to talk about y'all wearing a bubble jacket and then shorts. I'm not going. Somebody had the best saying to me once, and I was like, I never thought somebody said, and this was a white woman. She said, "You can never tell what the weather is like by watching what a white man wears." And I instantly went to Kay's jeweler, and I bought pearls just so I could clutch them, because that statement, yeah, that was a long way for a joke. I don't care. I liked it. And I said, and you know what? It's always, and every time I go out and it's, it's that weather where you're not sure, but you know what you should wear. And I look and I'm like, okay. And yep, flip-flops, bubble jacket, Scully, Ray-Bans.
So, I could top you on that one because my mother says this. She said to me growing up, and now that I'm an adult, I understand what she meant. The saying is, it's too cold to be looking cute. And that goes for anybody.
That is correct.
Where I'm like, you be seeing girls, no matter what the race is, where it's like 30 degrees out, and they wearing shorts, no jacket, and maybe some Uggs. Like, the Uggs supposed to help.
But they like turned in. They're not.
Yeah.
As a former member of the trying to be cute but cold crew, my cute and cold. That's my best friend. I call it. It's like, oh, remember that when we used to be standing out at the club because we didn't want to put the jacket over our.
No. See, that's different. That's different because I used to do too. I'm talking about like during the daytime.
No,
but no, I'm talking about during the daytime. You see kids coming out here.
You're just not at the club. They don't have any. They didn't have it as good as we have it. So now they just got to wear that out in the street. It's not even club. They just got to be.
And it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and you wearing some shorts and some Uggs, and maybe a sweatshirt, and it's 30 degrees out. Where you going? Looking like that? It's too cold.
I don't know. I have nothing for that.
One of the best things is when I used to do another show that was kind of strange, and Robert gets it, and I love that joke. I don't care. I love it. And I would be there till like 2 something at night. Like I would be in New York like all night. And it was Saturday nights, going to the city, and I'm leaving that late. And what would I see coming into the city? Everybody's going to a club or something like that, but they're not wearing a jacket. These girls have on like these very pretty dresses, like nice small, like little dresses, obviously, because they want to go out, high heels and everything. And I mean high heel that the foot is out. It's just like 2 straps and maybe a staple. Like that's it. Like that's the shoe. Like that's the shoe.
A wing and a prayer.
That's it. And not even a prayer. They just said, you know what, you good. And they went out and the wind is blowing. The wind is, you ever been hit by the wind so hard? I got hit. The wind hit me so hard one day. I threw up like $5. I said, here you go, daddy. And I ran down the street. I didn't want to get beat again. I didn't. I was done. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And I'm going into Penn Station. I'm like, oh, it's warm, because you know how they have the heater that comes on like when it's really cold. And I'm like, oh god, yeah, it's cold. It's crazy. I got my hat on, and this is before I was really dressing properly for winter time. I had like my leather jacket and a thin hoodie. That was it. Now I'm better now because I'm older and I get cold now. And I'm seeing them coming up the stairs, and the guys got on their jackets, they got their suits, what have you. The girls are not wearing anything, but it's not even spaghetti, it's linguine. It's the smallest strap. It's thread from like a pair of jeans that you cut up. It was just small, and the wind is basically just pummeling them. First off, the guys didn't give them their jackets. First off, but then again, why are you taking this person out on such a cold? Like, get them something, what have you. Get them a mink or I don't know, whatever, some type of faux fur. And I'm like, why? And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Go ahead. It's just
the bad decisions of the young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I want to say they were between maybe like 21 and maybe 30, maybe, if that. It was crazy. Yeah.
No, even at 30, your brain should be more developed by then. So I say 21 to 25.
I was about to say, by 25, you should have figured it out.
Mm.
I mean, but
you know, it takes us, no judgment.
I mean, but if you ain't washing your legs already, like if you don't understand yeah, I'm gonna keep harping on that. If you don't actually understand the concept of washing your legs on with the rest of your body, though, I mean,
let it go.
No, I'm not.
No, actually, no, you really can't. It's just a question.
Because gravity doesn't mean it's whatever. Anyway, so yeah, all right. So, so mad at y'all for real. All right. So, last thing I gotta ask: summertime, beautiful time. We got cookouts. Everybody's out here loving life. We got the red cups are flowing. We're going out more. We're dressing less. We're smelling good. We double up on your deodorant. I don't know, whatever your problem is, you good. Don't do natural. No, get foil, get aluminum, get tin, get all the precious metals.
Heavy metals. Get them.
That's it. Get the heavy, the light, the medium. I don't care. Light, get light as a rock. I don't care if you want to get that single. Put that up under your arms. Whatever it is. I gotta ask this question. Cerece, what is your favorite summertime food?
Okay, so I guess it's all about nostalgia. So for me, Baskin Robbins daiquiri ice with rainbow sherbet mixed together is the taste of summer. You can't have one or the other. You have to have them both in a cup, and you have to eat them together. And I absolutely love that's the taste of summer for me. So it's all about ice cream. So I mean, I love ice cream any time of year, but for summer, those little sorbets but that's my favorite. They don't even really have it anymore. You have to fight to find it. But if you have that combination, that's the taste of summer.
Well, I've been fighting all my life. Jabba, what's your favorite summertime food?
Okay, so mine is 2.
Okay.
And it's only because I get it. So like I will go sometimes to Dunkin', and this is really like the only time I'll go, and I'll get a strawberry culotta, hold the whipped cream because I don't like the whipped cream on it. I just want this. Okay. People do it.
We can't help everybody. You know,
they probably don't wash their legs though. Yeah. Continue.
But no, I would usually get like a strawberry culotta or like whatever the flavors that they might have, just to have the taste of it. And since now it's in season, I would go to Rita's and give me an Italian ice. And right now, there's a Rita's that I go to where you get like 2 quarts and you get 1 for free. So I could like stock up. And right now,
what are you getting at Rita's?
So depending on which one I go to, I usually get the black cherry and I'll get mango. But then there's one that's called like the Sharkdale berry. And the best way to describe it is like, if you remember as a kid when you would get like, like when the ice cream man would come and you get like an Italian ice and it was like cherry flavor in like that paper cup and it was fake. That's what it tastes like. It gives you that nostalgic taste to it. So those are sitting up in my freezer right now.
I have a Rita's like 5 minutes from me around the corner.
See if they have promos, because there's, like I said, this Rita's that I go to is only one. This is the only Rita's that has that promo.
Okay.
And then I know that there's another reason that's open up all year round, and like they only close like around like I think for like 1 month during like Christmas time, but then they're back open by like January.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Robert, what you got? What's your favorite food for the summer?
So for me, this takes me back to barbecues in the south side of Chicago with my family, and I miss them dearly. They're all still alive, but just haven't been back there in a while. But just barbecues, specifically ribs, anything from the grill, ribs, burgers, hot dogs. It just that kind of that grill taste, that you could get, and homemade potato salad. And, that food like that takes me back to when we would all just kind of congregate at my Aunt Val's house on like summer evenings, and just having fun and shooting pool in the basement, and old folks getting drunk upstairs playing cards and dancing. Yeah, sometimes falling
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Black folks loving food and good times. So.
Well, that was grown folk business, and we had to stay out of grown folk business. Someone said grown folk business was actually just them gossiping and talking about each other, and that was a grown folk business. There wasn't nothing serious going on. It was just them just talking about your mess. And
it was all fun. And GoldenEye tournaments with my cousins. So,
oh damn,
yeah, like we went in. So
y'all was having a good time. Summertime foods for me. Okay, oddly enough, there's I have two. One, this summer, I went up to New York and I don't know, it was random to me, but it feels like a summertime thing for me to eat, even though it's more like a wintertime holiday thing. Are greens. I had some really great greens at Melba's, and I had some at Virgil's, which I never had them at Virgil's. End up having them the next day as well. And they were so just as good. They were like, the flavor was even more there, and was really cool. So I like greens actually all year round, but it's a vegetable. So I think that counts as being like healthy that I ate that. You know what I'm saying? That counts. My other thing I'll say is actually Tipsy Scoop in New York. Tipsy Scoop, it's ice cream, but it has a little bit of liquor in it. Like I'm a very basic person when it comes to ice cream. I like vanilla. I like chocolate chip cookie dough. Favorites. And I went there and it was vanilla, and I'm trying to think of what was in it. I think it might have been bourbon or whiskey. I can't remember which one it was. Had it during a hot summer day. Went in there, it was my first time there, and it was delicious. Absolutely had a ball having it there. A dear friend of mine, my shout out to Lois, she actually sent me, like the place actually sent me ice cream for my birthday.
Aww.
And I was like, oh wow, it was great. And I was like, okay, I gotta work. I can't eat this right now. Like, it's not enough to like have you fall down, but it's enough where you're like, I ain't going to work tomorrow. I'm good right now. But that's a very that just feels like a very like sitting around eating that, like a few people just having fun, relaxing, having that nice summer breeze blow by, just beautiful. You out there just talking, having a good time. So so Tipsy Scoop for me, and then greens. Definitely eat them the next day is even better. I don't know why, but greens the next day is even better. I don't know the math. I don't know why. Yeah. So folks, that's been our show. Look, we have talked about beautiful Legos. We have talked about space operas. We have talked every show we're going to talk about space operas for some. One day I'm going to steal Robert's thunder and I'm going to bring up like 9 space operas, stuff that don't even make no sense. Like stuff that I saw on like YouTube that it was just like tin cans and a wire and somebody has some gum in their eye, some mess like that. We talked about Rita's, and we talked about Tipsy Scoop and alcohol with ice cream in it, or ice cream with alcohol in it, whichever way is good. So that's been our show. Thank you so very much. I hope you've had a good time and enjoyed what we talked about and just had fun with it. I want to thank our incredible, illustrious guest, Cerece Rennie Murphy. Folks, in the episode description, we have links for her website, where books. She's got bundles for her books that are absolutely. Are you a sci-fi or fantasy reader? You will. I'm going to do that every time I talk about your books. Every time. Has bundles there where you can actually get the ebooks from her website directly now, which is beautiful. I've talked about, if you're able to, buy ebooks directly from the creator, from the creatives. I absolutely love that fact. I love the fact that you own that. It's not like it's in an app and somebody can say, "No, you're good," and take it away from you. You own that, and that's the beautiful thing. It's also you're giving it directly to the creator. I think that's an awesome thing. And to have bundles on there is really cool. So I very much appreciate that. And having that there, I think that's awesome. Excuse me. Yeah, so like I said, I have the links for that. I also have links for Virtuous Con as well, which is the virtual con that you have founded, which has been going for 5 years.
Yeah, this was our 5th year.
And as I was on the website, I saw that 2027 has been announced.
Yes.
Outstanding, which is great as well.
Yeah, we're excited.
Awesome. If by chance you cannot get to the link right now, there's a little QWERTY code in the corner there. Java, thank you. That's Havana Black, thank you. Showing the code there. Awesome. And thank you so very much for joining us and sharing your summertime to-do list and fun things and all the fun that you're going to have. And folks, look, next week, we're going to have another fun show. We have Mr. McFadden from 615 Comics is going to be joining us. We're going to have another theme show, and it's going to be another fun one. Look, we're doing this for the summer. We're also going to be doing spotlights for the month of June, July, and August, where each of us will pick an item that we want to spotlight, and we will talk about it at the end of the month. Jabba, you've got June, right?
Yes.
Robert, you've got July, right?
Let's say yes.
And I'm going to clean it up with August. We're going to have a great time. Folks, enjoy your evening. Have a great one. Please be safe. Yes, I am still angry. I am still there, but I'm not going to end the show like I normally would. I'm going to say something instead. I'm going to say, do a wonderful thing. Drink your water, take your vitamins, take your meds, not because I'm trying to please you, but so you can be the best you that you can be, whether it's for a physical, mental, or emotional ailment, because an empty cup cannot pour into anything. Honestly. All right. So have a very good evening. Enjoy the rest of it. Please be safe. And thank you. We will see you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And check out the cool outro I did. Awesome. Yes, I'm pleased with myself. Thank you.